in Tamil Nadu.
Fresh visuals on your screen now. This is Vijay entering the governor house. Look at the amount of people there who are there to welcome him. And this is the visual of him presenting the form or his letter to stake claim for the next government in Tamil Nadu, flanked by his party workers and others. Vijay has been felicitated by the governor as well, and now he's taking over that letter. So Vijay is all set to stake the claim. He says he has enough numbers. We want to be sworn in tomorrow at 10 a.m. and the rest of the numbers will be proven on the floor of the house if required. Whether that situation will arise at all or not is the big question. Currently, he has, of course, 108 of his own party plus 5 of the Congress. He tells the governor, we are being told that we have enough numbers to form the next government. They want a swearing in as early as tomorrow, 10 a.m. And preparations for that are already underway at the Nehru Stadium in Chennai.
Well, what really are the odds at the moment that the VCK, both the left parties, in the next few hours, before 10 a.m. tomorrow, could also confirm that they're willing to extend support to the TVK? Unlikely that will happen, but those are negotiations that are ongoing as we speak. The TVK has approached the left parties, the VCK, yet to hear from them, but the Congress has extended full support to the TVK, and we saw those meet and greet visuals as well, following which Vijay left for the governor's house. He's currently at the Lok Bhavan, and these are the first images of the interaction on your screens. And as we're discussing, this is where Vijay has submitted a letter to the Tamil Nadu governor, a detailed letter wherein he's spoken of 108 MLAs endorsing him as their chief ministerial choice. Also speaks of how the TVK does have the support to form the next government with a full majority. And the Vijay in this letter, in fact, has spoken of how there are going to be numbers by his side during the floor test in the assembly as well. That's the reassurance that's coming from Vijay in that letter he submitted to the governor. Apart from this, of course, do remember 10 a.m. is the time that the TVK has sought. So Vijay requesting again via this letter that they're looking at the oath-taking ceremony anywhere close to 10 a.m. tomorrow. So a lot of celebrations could be witnessed. 10 a.m. tomorrow, Shivani, is going to be a very interesting day in Chennai. We're already seeing the venue where the oath-taking ceremony is supposed to take place. Preparations have begun. Rohini has been getting us several ground reports on how this is historic in so many ways. Absolutely. A man who made his formal entry into Tamil Nadu's political scape in 2024 did not want to fight the Lok Sabha elections, decided to solely focus on the assembly elections, has defeated the Dravidian duopoly of the DMK and the AIDMK, and he, viewers that you see on your screens, is the next chief minister of Tamil Nadu.
You can already sense the kind of mood on ground. Just look at the kind of welcome he has got. Yes, this is a political opportunity, so there is a lot of propriety involved. But from those, that bouquet to welcome him, everybody wanting to felicitate him, to welcome him, the police officers, security officers, the governor house, staff, etc. Already, I think in the public's mind, he is the chief minister. He's not just the next chief minister, hasn't taken oath yet, but the aura of Vijay has significantly increased since that mandate, even though it fell short of a majority and a simple majority. Already he was a larger than life kind of a figure in Tamil Nadu and beyond Tamil Nadu as well. And now with this mandate, his persona has become so big because unlike former actor turned politicians, Christine, they had either spent a lot of time in politics in Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh and then gone on to win big mandates. Vijay has managed to do this with barely 2 years of a party forming, no formal cadre, others, and fighting an election for the first time with no alliance either. He refused to get into alliance, although there was speculation he wanted to come along with the Congress. The Congress, of course, ruining those chances now.
Interesting you say that, Shivani, because apart from NTR, let's not forget that he was the only actor politician who stepped into the political arena within 9 months, swept to power. So, possibly an exception there.